Okie dokie, so you own a restaurant, or maybe you own a cafe, or maybe you own a bakery. And I'm going to refer to my trusty little notes here. You might own a health food shop. You may have a fast food business selling hamburgers and what have you, maybe sushi, or maybe a fish and chip shop, maybe a cake shop. I'm getting hungry, by the way, okay? If you own any one of those retail shops, then you have a whole bunch of people coming into your shop that you want to come back regularly. And you might be saying, well, okay, well, how does this holiday promotion work for me? I'm a cafe, I'm a restaurant, I'm a bakery. Well, it can work extraordinarily well for you. It can be an absolute miracle. And I know that I'm throwing out a few superlatives, but this is the promotion of all promotions in terms of keeping people sticky, because you want them to come back and forth and back and forth. Because unlike a home builder who charges $500,000 for the home and might make $100,000 out of the home, or swimming pool builder who charges $40,000 for the swimming pool and picks up 10 grand profit, in your instance, your profit comes in small increments over time. So if you're a coffee shop and you're selling a $4 cup of coffee and a few scones and jam, then of course, out of the $10, you might make, I don't know, 5, but you've got to get a lot of those $5 profits in order to make $1,000. And so therefore what you're looking for is what we call a continuity loyalty program. And this is how you can run this incredible holiday giveaway, because let's just say that for every $50 that someone spends in your business, you give them something that looks like this. It's about the size of a $5 note, and we call it a vacation certificate. Now you can give this away with any denomination that you like. You can make it $30 or $40, but let's just say, for argument's sake, we go with $50. So therefore, if someone was to spend in your cafe or your butcher or bakery or cake shop, normally $42, I'm telling you, they'll be spending most likely $50 now. They will upsell themselves, because if you give away a vacation certificate with every $50 spent in the one transaction, you just watch what happens. And what happens is that when they get the vacation certificate, when they flip it over to the other side, they'll see a URL, a website address at the top, and they'll see also on the back a unique code. And what they do is that they simply go to that web page. There's no need for them to get out pens and pencils in your shop. They just go to that web page, they enter their personal details, John Smith from Smithfield or wherever it may be, all right? And then they just enter the unique code. And they've just registered one vacation certificate, or 1 point, if you like. Now what they need to do is to keep coming back to your cafe, bakery, restaurant, whatever it may be, collecting more of these vacation certificates. And every time they spend $50 in the one transaction, they get one of these certificates. So if they spend, for example, $150 on dinner, they would get 3 of these certificates. So they could save up the required amount very quickly if they keep on coming back and frequenting your business, which is exactly what you want. Now, once they reach 20 vacation certificates, which means they've spent 20 times $50 with you, that's $1,000 by the way, they get a free holiday. It's as simple as that. It's really, really simple. Why? Because they've just spent $1,000 with you. And if I said to you, would you be willing to give up a 10% discount if I could double or triple your business, I reckon you'd put your hand up every day of the week. I do a lot of seminars. I do a lot of presentations at seminars. And I ask the audience, who would be willing to give up 10% of their sale price if I could double their business? And everyone puts their hand up. But a 10% discount these days won't excite any consumer. Why? Because Groupon gives away 50%, for goodness sake. However, if you turn that 10% into a Happy Meal toy for adults, then you just watch what happens. That's rocket fuel. So what we're all about is showcasing to you and explaining to you that you can turn what would be a very modest and boring 10% discount into a rocket-fueled juggernaut promotion. I know I'm using big words here, but it really is quite spectacular. I've been in this direct marketing game for a few decades. I've never seen anything like this, okay? And so therefore, if they get 20 of these registered at the online sort of web page, then that means they've spent at least 20 times $50 with you, which is $1,000. You're getting the holidays from us for $97. $97 as a percentage of the $1,000 that Mrs. Smith or Mrs. Jones has spent with you, less than 10%. Now, if you say to me, look, we don't have an average unit sale that's getting anywhere near that $40 mark. Ours is more like $20, $22. We can probably, with this incentive, get them up to $30 per time, but we won't be able to get them to $50. That's fine. We just change the metrics. Basically, you give away one of these vacation vouchers with maybe every $30 that someone spends, and you tell them they need to collect 30 of them. 30 times $30 is $900 odd. The $97 as a percentage of that is 11 or 12%, so it's around about the same thing. So what we're trying to do, well not trying to do, what we do very successfully and very creatively is provide you with this incredible promotion that can keep customers sticky and loyal for what would really cost the equivalent of a 10% discount. Because you know that if you put a 10% discount on, nobody's going to come. But you can put on a free holiday promotion, which will cost you the same as a 10% discount. You're cooking with gas. So we've tried to make this a one-stop shop for you. We know that you're busy running your business, so the last thing you want to worry about is preparing Facebook ads and landing pages and all that sort of stuff. So if you go to funescapes.com.au, which is our website, you will see on the advertising resources page, we've got all sorts of templates there sitting for you, and you've got access to pull up banners and all sorts of support material. We've made it really a done for you promotion because we know that you're busy in your business. So I would recommend that if you're after customers in terms of attracting new customers, but then getting them to come back on a more regular basis, you won't find anything that comes anywhere near as powerful as this.